One thing that I've noticed about people is people want the outcome. They don't necessarily want the process. So people want the outcome of success, whether that's financial, freedom, right? People want the outcome of weight loss. People want the outcome of healthy relationships. People want the outcome of a high paying career, but they don't really want the process. So, in other words, people don't want the sleepless nights of building something from the ground up in order to have that business that's doing 7 figures, 8 figures a year. People don't want the meal prepping and the exercise that goes along with losing weight, right? People don't want the compromise that you have to go through in order to have healthy relationships. People don't want the long nights of studying for an exam and, doing all of the homework assignments to get that degree that will give them that high paying job. People don't want all of that. People just want the outcome. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, hello, my name is Jasmine and I'm so glad to have you. And in this video, I want to talk about the process that it takes in order to get the outcomes that you want. People don't want to stop spending all of their time on social media in order to lock in and build their dream life, right? And that's the problem. And I think social media has a lot to do with it because no matter what content creator you're watching, a lot of times people aren't always being transparent with the process, right? All you see is someone with 10 million YouTube subscribers. All you see is someone posting a screenshot of the fact that they made $100,000 last week, right? All you see is the before and after pictures of someone losing 100 pounds, but you don't see what it took to get there. And even if you did see what it took to get there, would you still want it? Would you still lock in and do what you need to do in order to reach those goals, in order to reach those results? Most people know. Entrepreneurship is hard. Running a business is hard. Building healthy relationships is hard. Healing yourself is hard. Going to school is hard. Things are hard, and most people aren't willing to do the hard things. Most people start and stop. Most people give up before they even get started. Most people tell themselves what they can't do. Most people will only have one setback and then they'll just give up on it completely and say things like, oh, it just wasn't meant to be. I don't think most people have grit. Most people don't have audacity. Most people just, I don't know. It's like they just, I don't think that I'm doing something that anyone else cannot do. I say that in damn near every video I make. There's nothing that's more special about me than someone else. The only difference is the fact that I keep going even when I don't feel like it. Even when it's hard. Even when it's not working. Even when I'm dead broke. Even when I'm sick. Even when I would rather be doing something else, I just keep going. That's resiliency that unfortunately so many people don't have when it comes to building something from the ground up. When it comes to creating your dream life, when it comes to changing who you are and becoming a higher version of yourself, most people just aren't willing to do those things. But then there'll be the same people who want to sit around and complain about the life that they currently live. Well, that's what you chose. That's what you chose. You chose that life that you're not happy with because you refuse to go through the process that it takes to change it. You refuse to do it. You may be crying every day. You may be struggling to get out of bed every day. You might really just dislike your life in the direction that it's going in right now, right? But you refuse to go to counseling. You refuse to make that phone call, to get into a counseling session, to start healing yourself and pulling yourself up out of that depression and that anxiety that you're struggling with. But you want the results of happiness. You want the results of peace. But you don't want to do what it takes to get there. You want to lose weight. You're tired of your body, right? Maybe you don't like the way you look physically. You're tired of the medical conditions that you're experiencing. You're tired of just feeling like you're not good enough or whatever you have going on in your head. And this is coming from a woman who's lost 100 pounds, so I know exactly how it feels to be obese. You hate that life for you. You don't feel good. You don't have energy. You're tired all the time. But you don't want to do what it takes to lose the weight. You don't want to get in the kitchen and meal prep your foods. You don't want to say no to fast food and ice cream and cupcakes. You don't want to get up and exercise for 30 minutes a day or even every other day. You want to keep doing what you've been doing and somehow think that you're going to get the results that you want. Life doesn't work like that. Life is give and take. In order to get something, you're going to have to give something up. And 9 times out of 10, or even 10 times out of 10, you're going to have to give up the thing that's causing it, which is what is comfortable to most people. See, it's comfortable to eat what you want. You feel good in those 10 minutes that you're devouring fast food, right? You feel good in those 10 minutes of drinking all of that soda, eating all of the desserts. That feels good. You enjoy it. But you don't enjoy the results that come with it. You don't enjoy the obese body. You don't enjoy the achy joints. You don't enjoy the fact that you don't have the energy to do the things that you want to do. You don't enjoy that part. But you allow comfort to keep you from doing what it takes to get the results that you want, which is losing weight. People want entrepreneurship. They want the financial freedom. They want the freedom to dictate what they do every day. They want the status of entrepreneurship. They want the large deposits into their bank account. But they're not willing to make video after video after video after video of 0 people watching. They're not willing to say no to happy hour. They're not willing to reinvest back into their business. They're not willing to just show up even when they don't feel like it. But those are the things that it takes in order to build the business with the results that you want. Now, why are we like that? Because we prefer comfort. And this is the thing, life is going to be hard either way, because most of the time the things that's making you comfortable is also the thing that's making your life really hard. But you would still rather choose that level of comfort than to be uncomfortable, build the thing that you want so that you can be comfortable later. Everything that I've done that was not good was always the easy route. It wasn't until I took the hard route where I got the life that I wanted. I'm not sitting here saying weight loss is easy. It's hard. But I took the hard route. I lost 100 pounds, and now I get to enjoy the fruits of that labor. That's easy. It's easy to enjoy your new body. It's easy to enjoy the energy that comes along with eating healthy. It's easy to enjoy that. But the period that it took to get to this point, well, it took me 18 months to lose 100 pounds. And I did it the old-fashioned way, eating less, moving more. That path was hard. But now I get to enjoy the fruits of that labor. Quitting my 9-to-5 was hard. It was scary. A lot of people were calling me stupid for doing it. That path was hard. But now I get to enjoy easy moments in the journey of entrepreneurship, like making these type of videos. It's easy in a sense because it's something that I enjoy doing. I hated working my 9-to-5. I hated it. I hated it. Now I get to enjoy the easy parts that come along with entrepreneurship. Not saying entrepreneurship is easy because it's still extremely hard, but there are easy moments in it. Being able to choose when I create content, what's best for me. That part is easy. Being able to structure my day around what I want to do for my business, that part is easy. But I had to take the hard path to get to the easy parts. And people don't look at it that way. And that's why they don't get the results that they want. And until you realize that you have a choice, you always do. Every single day you get to decide what kind of life you want to live. And most people choose the comfortable life, which comes with a whole bunch of problems. It's hard to walk through life by yourself in the sense that you don't have any healthy relationships with anybody, right? That's extremely hard. And a lot of times there are things about you that you have to change in order to have healthy relationships with people. That's the uncomfortable part. Yes, sometimes you surround yourself with people who are toxic. That is true. But have you ever considered that maybe you're the toxic person? Have you considered that? Maybe there are things about you that you need to change in order to build healthy friendships. Because think about it. If you're around people who are toxic, people who disrespect you, people who use you, people who abuse you, okay, cool. But what about you is keeping you in those unhealthy dynamics? And what would it take to attract healthy dynamics? That's going to mean you have to be a healthy person. That means you have to have boundaries, you have to have standards, you have to have something that you're working on. You have to be genuinely happy with self in order to be happy in relationships, which is going to require you to do a lot of inner work. And most people don't want to do that. Most people aren't even willing to become the version of themselves that they must become in order to have healthy relationships, because that's going to require you to change who you are. And most people don't want to change. They want to be able to say they have healthy friendships, but they don't want to do what it takes to be a healthy woman in order to attract those healthy friendships. You want the outcome, you don't want the process. Oh, Lord. I know I'm talking to somebody this morning. Life is about choices, and you have to decide what choice you want to make every day. You say you want a dream life, but what do your actions show? Because it's giving, you want comfort. It's just giving you want comfort. And until you change that, until you're willing to do what it takes to get the results that you want, you will continue the life that you've currently been living. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to read what you guys have to say. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And do not forget to join the Patreon. The link is down below in my description. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.